blind time. I haven't done one of these in a while, and because it is in the middle of the holiday shopping season and I work retail, I haven't had time to do formal tasting notes on anything, so stuff like this is easy to throw together. All right, what I've got here is a blind. I just took the top off 10 minutes ago to let the air out. Is a blind from my friend Campora, from my Reddit name, Tskadov. I have no idea what this is. You do, though, because it's up there or down there in the title and in the write-up. So the fun of this is you get to laugh at me while I take guesses and give notes on this. So obviously no color. Let me pour this. Could be vodka, could be gin. I'm guessing, based on the communities we both run in, this is more likely to be like, something agave based, maybe mezcal, maybe rum, something like that. But I have no idea. You do, though. Let's find out. All right. Ooh, I can smell it from here, and I do not think it is rum or agave. Okay, we have left the reservation. Whatever this is, it's something I am not super familiar with. Wow, what is that? Okay. So this is fruity. That's my first impression. Is like there's some cool fruitiness going on here. Almost some kiwi notes. Maybe some like stinky pineapple. Blood orange, maybe. But there's also some like almost root vegetation sorts of notes happening, like you just dug up a fresh sweet potato and or like some raw carrots, that kind of thing. It's quite dusty. I wouldn't say minerally. There's not a whole lot of like overt rocks in this, but there's a sense of dustiness. First impressions, this is weird. My first thought is maybe like it's something about this makes me think pisco, but I don't know if it's pisco. There is like an interesting, funky, fermented whole grape thing going on, but it's not. I mean, it could. So, could be pomace brandy. It's not throwing me the sort of stemmy notes, or the particular like weird aromatics I think of when I think of Mar or grappa. This could be Baijiu, but it's coming across very light by Baijiu terms. Yeah, so it's almost as if somebody took a nice pisco and vatted it into some maybe not light aroma Baijiu, but almost like Phoenix aroma Baijiu, something mixing sauce mixing strong and light aroma Baijiu. That's kind of the impression. This could also be like a really, really weird eau de vie. Like from a completely off the wall, fruit I never had an eau de vie before. What I can say is I don't think I've had notes. I don't think I have. I haven't had a lot of experience with whatever the hell is in this glass. So I'm a little bit dumbfounded. There is a little bit of like floral, like grape spirity floralness going on here. But it just isn't particularly green. I don't know if it's a pomace brandy. There's aspects. It almost smells like a weird fruit salad because there's green aspects to this, there's root vegetal aspects to this, but there's also just like the fruitiness. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little bit stumped. All right, let's see what happens on the palate. Maybe this is a baijiu. Okay, so I was getting little hints of dustiness on the nose, but there's really like a lot of rocks happening on the palate. There's a lot of like green nuttiness and fresh, again, fresh dug up root vegetable stuff, radishes, potatoes, carrots, that kind of thing. It's interesting. There's a little fennel happening. The proof is tricky. I don't. On first sip, I thought this was lower proof, but now it's striking me as it could be stronger. Than I don't think this is 40%. I think this is maybe a hair bit higher than that. There is a kind of brittleness to this, a fragility, which I'm trying to wrap my head around. I kind of like this. I'm not super into it, but it's not. It ain't bad. A lot of the fruitiness just isn't there on the palate. There's a little bit of like a Smarties note, a little bit of like I don't know, a pineapple, not even pineapple fruit, but like the shell, if you were like licking the inside of a shell. There's kind of that. There's that gesture towards fruitiness. I lean towards baijiu, but I'm just not sure. It could, other options would be, okay, so here I am. I'm like, if I were to split my odds right now, I'm like 50%, this is some kind of baijiu related to light aroma, maybe. Maybe the other 50% is this, some kind of weird eau de vie, or maybe, some kind of pisco or weird atypical French brandy, or maybe a pomace brandy, but I don't think so. All right, I'm going to give this a squirt of water, see what happens. So if this drowns it, we know I was wrong, and this was probably 40%. Certainly thinned it out. Okay, it feels quite fragile, so I don't know if I should add more water than that. This is weird. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna take back what I said. I'm just gonna give it another squirt. If it drowns, it drowns. I've still got another leftover. Maybe I can, pour another glass. Yeah, really isn't enjoying this treatment. Whatever it is. Still hasn't like completely broken down, so I'm gonna give it one more. There's some pepperiness coming through now. Not really black pepper. It's almost like a curry note. Interesting. Now it's pretty much gone. Not really any development. Nose is pretty much the same. It's that, same kind of grapey floral thing meets pineapple, kiwi, general oranginess, meat, root vegetables. On the palate, it really doesn't like the treatment with water. That was 3 squirts, right? Gets kind of uncomfortably bitter. And it is bitter and not nice on the back end. Lots of root vegetables, no real fruit to speak of on the palate. The fennel is definitely present. Yeah, I don't hate this. I don't really like it though either. I don't really want to drink it. It's it feels like, okay, so my time to place my bets. I am a little bit more sure. I would say 60%, my guess. If I were to spread my bets, 60% I'm on fairly youngish light aroma or related to light aroma baijiu. I think this is probably bottled at maybe 50% alcohol or slightly higher. The other possibilities would be really weird eau de vie, maybe a pisco or some other grapefruit-based thing like that. Score-wise, the initial impression was okay, but the more I'm having of this, the less I like it. I don't want to flunk it, but it's not great. I'm gonna give this. Let's give it a straight 80. 80 points for for this blind from Campora, and let's see how wrong I am. So you can all laugh at me. In fact, you should already be laughing, right? All right, let's see. This is oh no, it's a shochu. Wait, what the hell is this? Okay. Ooh, I really drowned this. Okay, Denver Distillery Imo Kasutori Shochu. Made from sweet potato and sake. Okay, so did I say sweet potato? That's not bad. 40% alcohol by volume, so I vastly overrated the ABV, but I'm not actually that surprised that I did, because shochu is usually less, usually drunk at lower ABV. So what was confusing me was the fact that it had a certain higher intensity, but at the same time felt kind of brittle as if it were lower ABV. Whatever, I got that wrong. To create a unique Colorado expression of a traditional Japanese spirit, open air ferment, sweet potatoes, and sake rice leaves distilled once, offers a complexity that grows the longer you sit with it. Okay. Interesting. It's not my favorite. It's certainly not something I've had, I have not had a lot of Colorado shochus in a while. Okay, there we go. So I flunked that, I guess, but there we go. So that's it. What was the name of this again? Denver Distillery Imo Kasutori Shochu. 80 points, reviewed blind. Thanks for watching. I hope this was interesting and fun and useful. Okay. Bye.